Hi guys, and welcome to this review video. So I was very kindly sent some art supplies by a company called MEEDEN, and I'm so excited to dive in and give these all a try. So if you do like anything from this video or just want to shop some art supplies, MEEDEN has also given me a code for 10% off to share with you guys. Just head to the link in the description and use the code GENERATEART at checkout. Full transparency, I do get a small commission with every purchase that you make, but it doesn't cost you any extra and it really helps to support the channel. So MEEDEN sent me 3 things to try, and that was a pad of cold pressed watercolour paper, a 24 set of watercolour paints, and a brand new tripod easel. So let's take a little look at the tripod easel first. My first thoughts were, whoa, this is beautiful quality. Granted, my previous experience with an easel was a tatty second-hand one that I bought at a car boot sale for around about £5, $5. So upgrading to this one worth around about $70 makes a huge difference already. The runners are so smooth, it's got a beautiful varnish to it, and this one comes with a little shelf that is perfect for putting your art supplies on. It's going to be so useful and I love it. This easel is listed as their tripod plein air painting easel with carrying case. When extended, it is huge. There is no doubt in my mind that this will be perfect for if you're sitting or even standing, and it will be super for extra large canvases as well. Now, I'm not 100% experienced with plein air painting, so now I have the option, I am so keen to give it a go. I will share just one reservation, and that's how heavy and kind of bulky it is. This will be a perfect at-home easel as well. I'm not sure I would want to travel very far with it. It's not mega heavy, it's only about 3.5–4 kilos, but setting it up and dismantling it can be a bit fiddly if you want to attach the shelf. I could have done it with an extra set of hands when I was doing this. But nonetheless, this easel is amazing and I can't wait to use it properly and give away my old one to someone else who might need it. Now let's move on to the paints and the paper. Now I'm really excited just by the quality of the box and the tubes for the paints. They are 12 mils each and around about $15, which is actually really affordable. When I opened the paper, I found this extra page on top, which I actually hadn't experienced before. I'm guessing this is to protect the sheets. If you have seen this before, let me know in the comments. Do you know what it's for? Am I right? Is it for protecting the paper? I'd love to know. The paper itself is a 12 by 9 inch cold pressed 100% cotton pad priced at around $30. It's acid free and 300 GSM. The texture on it is really interesting. I've not actually seen cold pressed paper with this lovely rough texture before, but I like the look of it. This block is also gummed all the way around, so it can either be used by taking a sheet out carefully or directly in the block. Onto the paints. I love the colour selection here. There are really so many beautiful colours. As I was dispensing them, I thought that the paint itself was quite jelly-like and almost runny, which I thought would make them good straight out of the tube, which actually not much water being necessary. Some paints I've used before have been quite thick, which is good because everyone has different preferences. I was a little worried that maybe the runniness would mean that there was going to be less pigment in it, but as time will tell, I was actually very happy. As I was swatching these, I was really enjoying the consistency. They were really pleasant to use and went down on the paper so nicely. The paper didn't buckle very much, and as the paint dries, it had the most beautiful texture. Some of these paints were a little thinner than others and had less pigment, but that's no bother. Many paints are the same, with having some being more pigmented than others. But some of these were amazing. They had so much pigment and went down beautifully. The black was one of these. The vermilion and the violet just made my jaw drop. They were so nice. One test I wanted to try was to see how much friction the paper could take as well. Some paper doesn't like being overworked, so this is always a nice test. I went to town. I went to rubbing it and really going for it with the brush. I noticed actually very minimal damage, which was great. And when the paint dried, you couldn't really tell that I'd gone nuts over the paper. The paints layered nicely, and I actually went back over the area where I'd gone to town to see if the paint would layer nicely over the top, and it actually did. Sometimes this friction can damage the integrity of the paper, making absorption a bit weird, but this is not the case with the MEEDEN pad. All in all, I am so happy with these paints and this easel. These supplies are so nice and so high quality. I thoroughly recommend them if you're in the market for something like this right now. Like I said earlier, I've teamed up with MEEDEN to give you 10% off your next order. All you need to do is enter the code GenRayArt at checkout when you head to the link below and snap up your brand new art supplies. It's great, they're available in the US, the UK and Europe. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments, have you heard of MEEDEN? Are you thinking of getting some art supplies from them now? I hope this video has been useful and I can't wait to see you for the next one. Bye guys!